And we're here in the kitchen talking about bikini season and how to beat the bloat this bikini season. It's that time of year, and you know, statistics here say 1 in 10 Americans suffer from belly bloating.
Yes.
Christina Meyer-Jack, registered dietitian. We always love having you on the show here. You always have such good advice for all of us.
Oh, thank you.
Let's start from here.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to do that. So down here, these are foods, you know, when you think about belly bloating, and an important thing that I want to mention is that digestion should never hurt. And after you eat, let's say you're eating a moderate amount of food, you shouldn't have bloating. If you do, there could be something wrong there, and it could be a food intolerance, whether it's lactose or gluten. So really address that. You know, it is not normal to have digestion hurt, and it is not normal to bloat out every time you eat. So that's an important thing. So these are some things to consider as you go through that, but that's an important part of the journey. So these foods actually decrease belly bloat. So you've got papaya, asparagus, cucumber, natural diuretics. Ginger can help with digestion.
I've heard that.
And you know what? It's a big thing. I throw it in my smoothie almost every morning because I love just the zip to it, but it also decreases. Peppermint tea is also a wonderful way to help your digestion and keep bloating down. So a good choice after dinner as opposed to something that's caloric too.
Yeah.
So pineapple's great as well. And even apple cider vinegar. Some people feel really good just having a tablespoon of that. You got to be pretty hardcore for that, but it really can help with bloating and digestion.
I've heard some people wake up in the morning and they'll have a tablespoon of this, and they swear by it to reduce the bloating.
Absolutely, and actually it works for me. So, and again, you know, just in moderation, a tablespoon's all you need. So even though I love carbonated beverages, I really do, sometimes too many bubbles can contribute to some bloating too. So have that in moderation too if you're feeling the bloating that goes with it. And even gum with the sugar alcohols like sorbitol and mannitol, if you go crazy on that stuff, and there's some sugar substitutes out there that use that can actually contribute to bloating too. So are you a yogurt fan?
Actually, I don't really eat dairy right now because it was causing some bloating. I think I was slightly lactose intolerant. It just didn't work for me.
See, and that's perfect.
Some people say that.
Yep, you figured it out and you addressed it. So luckily, there's other non-dairy yogurt options if you want to do it. But if you don't, you know, you think about ways. So dairy works fine for me. And when you think about your gut bacteria, that can really play a role in whether you have bloating or not. So you have to keep it in the right balance. So one way you can do that is by having fermented foods, whether that comes from yogurt, or you can be really wild and out there and have kimchi. Those bacteria that are in there actually help adjust the bacteria in your gut and decrease bloating. Pair that with something like a kind granola that has natural fiber in it, not synthetic fiber, and whole grains and just foods that you can pronounce. You mix that in there and they all work together to kind of help that gut bacteria support a nice flat tummy. And if you really want to, talk to your doctor about it. Some people actually do a probiotic supplement because they just really need to have that adjustment.
I've taken that before. It's worked pretty well.
Yep, exactly. So again, you have to, you know, there's a big part of health that happens in your gut, so make sure that you're getting that good for you bacteria. So one thing I also wanted to highlight is fiber in general. Fiber is great, and it helps decrease, you know, the amount of waste that's in your body, helps move that through your body. But too much of anything can actually be a bad thing, right? So too much fiber could actually lead to gas and to bloating. So make sure that you're getting fiber from natural food sources. And one of the things that I made here was a sweet potato hummus, and the recipe will be online, because chickpeas, while they're really healthy for you, that are found in traditional hummus, you kind of want to moderate that. A lot of fiber, and it can contribute to bloating. And then I love these Way Better snack chips because they're actually low in sodium, and they're made with sprouted grains, which actually decrease, you know, digestive issues, because some of that sprouting process actually helps break down some of the food stuff for you, so decreases the risk of bloating.
And too much of sodium just makes anyone puff up.
Exactly, and so, but you know, without salt, it tastes terrible. So my advice.
Good to eat too.
It does, and this is a no salt added soup, but I always will take a seasoning mix that doesn't have salt in it, but really zips it up, and I go crazy on this stuff. It adds a lot of flavor without adding sodium. So it keeps your body bikini ready.
Good tip.
Keeps the bloating down. We're going to make Cody eat some of these sriracha roasted cashews, which are good fiber, but pretty zippy.
Oh, well, thanks for making me not eat those.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, Christina Meyer-Jack, thank you so much for joining us on the program this morning. A lot of good information for everyone out there. We don't want to have the pooch this bikini season. Not a good look for anyone, no. Okay. Lean and trim. It's all about that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now let's get right over to Cody Matz with our weather forecast. Hey there, Cody. I'll be bringing those in for you in just a few minutes.
I would expect it. In fact, why aren't you now? Like, bring them faster. What are we doing here? What are we waiting for?